Howdy, folks. Well, how should I do this? We'll just type this in. Oh boy, yowzers! I'll go to images for this, I guess. That makes the most sense. So, okay, we'll go with this picture because this, I guess, is what most people know is looking like. This is an individual by the name of Von Helton. Now, I was in a room run by Brett Keane, and he was in there, and my son came down the steps, Will, who has long hair. Now, what was said after I left the room, because I was not in the room when this was said, but what was said by Von Helton, and there's video evidence put out by other sources that you can find, that Von Helton said that it appeared that Rev, me, was living with another woman, and it looked pretty good to him. That's the quote. It looked pretty good. So, what we're dealing with here is that you have an individual right here by the name of Von Helton on the internet. That's what you're going to know him by. He goes by James Paul Von Helton. Some people call him the Punisher. He claims to be the character that inspired the Punisher in real life. This is the individual right here. Now, have I ever wanted to have to do a video like this? Of course not. This is an individual that I called a brother in the foxhole against in the war against the New World Order. So, of course, this is always a very hard thing to come to an understanding of, and very traumatic. Look, me and Shanny have been really digging into Nickelodeon and all of this stuff. And when you start scratching, it all smells like maps. It all smells like maps, which is minor attracted persons, okay? Which we know by the old term, which is straight up, okay? It's a P word, and that's it. So, we're dealing with that, okay? This is the face of what you would call that, okay? Now, because it's proven. I mean, I don't know if he was drunk or he's just so flagrant now he doesn't care that people know. But now we're at the point now where people know. Okay? So, what do I do with that? Because this is one of the last people I'd want to come against like this. Because I just don't like doing things like this. But now we know that he found my 14-year-old son attractive. And he can't deny it. Because he said it. So this is officially Revelation News, the brand, Revelation News Radio, and every other thing affiliated with me and my wife Shanny for Christ and all of her names. We now cut ties with Von Helton forever, and as well as Brett Keane. This is forever, and we are never going to talk again. This is just the way it has to be, because when somebody's in your life like this, what you do is cut out the cancer. And if another individual is going to have that individual on his show, then it's just going to be that way because, well, the guy is an open map. He's open. So we're just cutting ties, and we bless everybody, of course. But certain people in the family are not happy. You could say the better half is not happy right now. And it's really disturbing that people would keep company with such an individual after you know. Why would you be happy about it? Why would you even want to come in contact with it? Why would you even want to think about the individual ever again? Why would... That's correct. Why would anybody want to have to do with somebody that just clearly had an attraction to a 14-year-old boy? I'm going to ask you that, Brett. Do you really want to be associated with a man that openly on your show found a 14-year-old boy sexually attractive? This is not normal or acceptable. He should be not on the show, Brett. And he needs to be relegated to a place like Matt Bell at this point, because he just showed it. Okay, I was out of the room. I would have said, wait a minute. Wait, what, Vaughn? Now, we really have to talk about this, Vaughn. You really found William attractive. Now, look, this is the face right here. This is the face. This is the face of a map. And it's very clear. Okay? I never wanted to think this, nor did I ever want to do a video like this or think this way. But I mean, guys, we know that Andrea was very young. And we don't know about any other individuals that this individual may have influenced and been a part with. We don't know how many of these individuals he has come in contact with on stick cam back in the old days, folks. And, yes, okay, this is just facts, folks. Okay, I have to say this. This man's children were taken away by the authorities because of involvement and having in possession of child porn. Now, he says it's Andrea that just showed him it. Now, are we to believe this after there's evidence clearly now that we have a guy go, that 14-year-old boy that just walked up your steps looked pretty good to me? Now, this is not normal. This is something that should now be investigated. Jesus bless each and every one of you. I'm sorry about the drama, but this has to happen. I apologize. Peace out. Jesus Christ is Lord.